Hello, today we are going to go over the newest features of our latest TMS update. First off, we are going to be going into our settlement section. So we can provide an example here. The new feature that we have is going to be the ability to view all the transactions that were previously marked as paid. So right now the feature is if you right click, you can mark the selected as paid here. You can mark checked as paid, so it would be all of these that would be checked. And then you now have the ability to show any that were marked as paid previously. That will pull up an entire list of items that had been marked previously as paid. The way that it was set up before, you would have to request us from the back end to actually put these transactions back. But now you are going to have the ability to view these yourself. So if you want to hide this list for whatever purpose, you can hide marked as paid, and then it will go back to the normal view. Next change that we have added here is a small functionality in terms of these intermediate windows for searching. So we can now search by the default search parameter. In this case, it would be the driver's last name, but it will now also pull their ID as well. So let's say, for example, we're typing the last name. That's going to work as previously set. But let's say we wanted to type their ID. This will also auto-populate any entries that would match the ID number. The next change that we have is going to be regarding wire codes. So if we go under list, we scroll down, we are going to see a new section here called wire codes. So this, in essence, will allow for the creation of express codes with a certain preset criteria. So as you can see, we have some samples in here. If we click on add, ID will automatically be generated. We can name this wire code for whatever purpose we need it. So let's say if this is something that you're going to be using constantly, this may save you some time, especially if there's going to be users that are not savvy in terms of accounting to know which expense accounts these express codes are going to be associated with. So you can just preset them, and then we'll show you how you can add it based off of the wire code criteria. So again, you're going to be selecting the name, invoicing company, which expense account it is associated with. And if you require an order number for this one specifically, this will then allow you to select the move status that's associated with it, whether it's available, in progress, or delivered. And you have room here to put in additional description as well. So we'll show you now, once we open an order, how that would look and how you would be creating it. So we're going to go into some of our in-progress orders. We're going to open this one here. And as you can see now, under the express code section, which you can create them same way previously, but now you have this section when you click on add that will be wire code. So if we select the wire code, we'll get a list of everything that we had associated. And as you can see now that it automatically filled out the invoicing company, expense account, all we have to do is fill out the amount that it's going to be for. We click OK, and that will be working the same way in terms of generating our reference number and then our code as well. So as you can see, the rest of the information was filled out, and you have the same functionality where you can void it from this screen as well if needed. So our next change we have regarding this latest update will also be a small one here. Let's open up another order. This will be regarding our stop section. So you're going to be able to now add a stop number associated with any stops that may have been added. So same functionality in terms of selecting the type of stop, the location, date from to. If you have container or trailer information, you can now add a stop number if you are keeping track of a specific sequence, let's say, you'll type that in, and then that will also be now visible here as an additional column. So if you had more than one stop, you can kind of keep track of the order of the stops based off of the stop number as well, to hopefully decrease any confusion. One last change for this specific update is going to be a new functionality here on any screen that you see that will have this list set up. So with the pages and the column functionality, so now as you can see, this button is showing our visible columns, but also if you right click, you're going to be able to still use the copy functionality, but now as you can see, you have this visible columns that pops up, so you can see and adjust what is actually shown, but then you have a new functionality as well that you're able to hide the specific column that you have shown and selected. So if I right click here in my carrier column, I can click on hide column, and that will then hide that specific column. If I need to bring it back, I can go back into visible columns, scroll through. This is the one that we made hidden. We'll click on done, and now the carrier information is back. So that will conclude our updates for this latest TMS release. Any questions or concerns, let us know. Thank you.